guys, Aaron here for Forever Football, your Doncaster Rovers content, and we are here for another episode of the DRFC Daily Reports, bringing you the latest rumours and headlines from the club. Now, of course, we're going to speak about a lot of different things today. Injury updates, we're going to talk about them again in the Lincoln preview, which is coming tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And also, as well as injury updates, we're going to be talking about our two brand new signings, John Bostock and Josh Sims, returning for a second loan spell. And also, we're going to be talking about why I think Doncaster Rovers are going to be in a title race. Why I think they're going to be in a title race rather than just a promotion race. So before we get started with all of that, make sure you like the video, comment down below, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss another YouTube video. And for now, let's get into the latest updates on the DRFC Daily Reports. So first up, some injury updates for you today. We're going to be speaking first about Madger Gomes. There's a bit of a massive update here from Madger Gomes. Now, Gomes has been out of action since mid-October after his hamstring injury, and he returned off the bench in November's cup tie against Carlisle, but suffered a setback that sidelined him until now. Now, the Spanish midfielder has been back in training for the last couple of weeks. Of course, you know, he was on his way back, and then COVID set him back as well. He was one of the 5 players a few weeks ago that tested positive, which meant a couple of weeks of games got rescheduled for us, and we were back in action a couple of weeks later in the FA Cup with Blackburn. So he was one of the players that caught COVID. I think Ben White was another one. There was a couple of others as well, Matt Smith, John Taylor, and a 5th person which wasn't announced. But after being back in training over the last couple of weeks with the squad, Darren Moore has come out and said that there is a good chance he could be available for selection this weekend. So this is the whole sort of situation. So basically, he could be available for Lincoln, maybe off the bench, possibly. I don't think they're going to risk him back. But it's great to see Madger Gomes coming back, another midfield option. So that this is a rather a 50-50 situation. I mean, there was a little update about John Bostock, which we'll get to in a little bit. But Madger Gomes coming back, I think he's wonderful. I think he started the season brilliantly, slipped back into the inconsistent ways, and then got injured. So it's great. Hopefully he'll bounce back from this injury, and we'll see what we saw at the start of the season with, you know, he scored 4 goals in consecutive matches, and, you know, he picked up Player of the Month earlier on this season, and, you know, before that he hadn't scored a single goal in his career. So Moore likes to get the best out of players, and I think Madger Gomes is one of them. And, you know, Madger Gomes is definitely going to be a good body to have, a good asset to have in this squad, ready for the tough months going ahead. And, you know, got a lot of fixtures coming up in the short space of time. It's pretty much going to be 2 fixtures a week for most of this season, for the rest of this season, well, most of the rest of the season now. And Madger Gomes is going to be insurmountable to that. He'll be absolutely crucial to that. So, Madger Gomes, it's great to see him back. Hopefully he is at least on the bench for Lincoln. And of course, that will all be announced in my preview for the Lincoln game coming tomorrow. So stay tuned for that video. Because, of course, we do speak about the predicted team that I put out. As well as talk about Lincoln City as well. So, big moment on Friday just to see if he is going to be, you know, available, confirmed, or, you know, Saturday around 2 o'clock when the team news comes out, you know, will he be an option on the bench at least? So it's going to be an interesting watch, but of course my predictions on that will all come in tomorrow's preview video. So let's speak on 2 brand new signings then, John Bostock and Josh Sims. Starting off with John Bostock, signing an 18-month deal. He's a former youngster at Barcelona and Tottenham Hotspur. He's played at Crystal Palace, Toulouse, Nottingham Forest, Royal Antwerp, OH Leuven. You know, obviously his last club was Toulouse and then was loaned out to Nottingham Forest. And now after leaving Toulouse at the end of the previous season, he now stands on an 18-month free permanent deal. Great sign. We're not going to speak too much in that because there are transfer analysis videos which I have uploaded on the channel, so you can go check that out for yourselves. But John Bostock, just to sort of sum it all up for those of you who missed those analysis videos from yesterday, Bostock is an incredible, brilliant signing, an experienced veteran player. He's got experience in Europe, he's got experience in America with Toronto FC loan spell. He's got experience in England with the Championship, with the Premier League in a way as well with Tottenham. And, you know, I think overall, I think that he's a wonderful player to have. He was a promising youngster. Moore's going to get that potential out of him again at this prime age. And will make him look like a really good prime midfielder player. So, you know, I've got full confidence that Bostock will be a success. There has been doubt whether he will feature in the starting lineup against Lincoln City on Saturday. He's apparently 50-50. He's integrating with the team well, but fitness-wise, of course, he hasn't played for a club in, you know, half a season, so he's going to have to get that fitness level back up. So, you know, he is apparently, according to Darren, more 50-50 for the weekend. So whether he starts on the bench or not, you're going to have to see with my prediction on Friday, in my opinion. But in terms of will he actually start, we don't know. I'd like him to start, see if he can get 90 minutes under his belt and work on that fitness throughout the game, especially with it being a tough game against a team that we are possibly competing with top of the league with, which I'll go on about later in the video while we're in a title race. But John Bostock, brilliant signing, no faults with that. Josh Sims, now this guy's coming back on a second loan spell. It's the second loan spell to the end of the season. If we go up, we could get him on a free transfer permanently, maybe a year or two deal with an extensional year if it is a 1 year deal. But Josh Sims, I think, you know, I'm a really big fan of this deal. Really big fan of this deal. I saw the Twitter meltdown. I absolutely saw the meltdown, a positive meltdown from fans. You know, and overall, I'm a massive fan of this. I love this transfer. You know, just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So, I've got no qualms about this one. Twitter absolutely meltdown. They were like, oh my god, we've pulled this guy off. We've pulled off this signing. Give us the trophy. Give us the league. Give us promotion. And we are in a promotion race. We're at least in a promotion race, but I believe we're in a title race. And I'll explain more about that later on. But Josh Sims will be insurmountable to that. He'll be crucial. He'll be primarily one of the reasons we could get promotion this year. Now, obviously, injury-wise, apparently according to a Doncaster Free Press report, he's back in action mid-February. So he will be out for another couple of weeks. So I don't think he'll play against Lincoln on Saturday. I read somewhere he's back in mid-February. Is that true or not? We don't know. But I believe he's back mid-February. So if we're going off that basis, he won't play against Lincoln. Will he come back during the busy schedule over the next few weeks? Possibly, who knows, depending how quick his progress is and how quick he gets back to fitness. But, you know, I'm a big fan of this. I think once we have the bodies to come back, once Coppinger comes back from injury, when John Jules comes back in March, when Sims comes back from injury now, you know, we're going to have even more, and when Gomes comes back as well, we're going to have even more bodies, and possibly a third signing and a fourth signing before the end of the window. And apparently, according to a Free Press report, a fourth signing will mean a player goes out, whether that could be a loan deal for someone that's not getting minutes, maybe Ed Williams goes out on loan to a League 2 or non-league club, or Danny Amos gets minutes in the in Vanarama National League or League 2, and we bring in a permanent player as a fourth signing or a loan deal to the end of the season from the Premier League. So yeah, I know Darren Moore likes his loanees. So, you know, I think overall I'm not too, you know, bothered if Sims is injured or not, and we'll miss the next couple of weeks still, because I think we've still got the bodies capable of delivering good results. So I've got complete confidence in the lads. I know we can do it, and you know, when Josh Sims come back with all the rest of the players, it'll make it just that even bit better. So, you know, from a paper-thin squad, we're bulking up the squad even more now. We proved that we're back in the manager, and we're going to hopefully deliver on that, and we're going to have the end result, which is promotion. But Josh Sims as a player, I've got no qualms about that. He was brilliant the first time we saw him, and, you know, in the second loan spell, he will hopefully deliver us even more positivity on the way, and hopefully that'll be as a permanent player next season as well. So, finally then, so we've spoken about Bostock, we've spoken about Sims, we've spoken about Gomes coming back, we've spoken about a little bit about promotion and what we could do with the squad. Title race. Now, the reason why I think we're in a title race is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the fixture scheduling over the next few weeks, and basically looking at these matches, I'm going to sort of give you my sort of bold predictions from that. But I do believe we are in a title race, because don't forget, if we win our games in hand, even if we beat Lincoln as well, we will go top on goal difference, because we'll have a bigger goal difference than Lincoln, even if they win the rest of their games, apart from the one against us on Saturday. If we beat them and they win the rest of their games, and we win all our games including the Lincoln one, we'll still be top on goal difference. So and it doesn't matter what other teams do as well, Hull, Peterborough, Portsmouth, Charlton, whatever. they'll still be behind us. So overall, if we just keep winning our games in hand, I've got no problems with this. So let's have a look at the games. So of course, Lincoln, we're not going to give you the prediction on that now because of course that prediction video comes out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Then we have Oxford at home. They're a rapidly growing side. That's the next Saturday. Then we go away to Fleetwood, who could have their brand new manager by that time, which is the old, I can't remember his name, but he's an old Chelsea coach for a little bit, and he used to work under Paul Cook at Wigan. So I've heard a lot of things about him. Is he a good manager? I'm 50-50 because I don't know much about him. Not too much anyway. But I think we can get the win against Fleetwood and Oxford. I think Oxford, we can scrape a 1-0 or a 2-1. Fleetwood, bold prediction-wise, I could go with a 2-0, like a Wimbledon result maybe. Away at Sunderland, I think Sunderland's been looking a bit shaky the last few games, so I think the Sunderland are there for the taking. I don't think it'll be a draw. I think it could be a 2-1 or it could be a 3-1. I think it could be one of those games like we did against Charlton at the Valley earlier in the season. Then we've got Accrington at home. This one's an easy 2-1 or 2-0 for me because, Accrington seem to be screwing up some of their games in hand, but not all of them. They've got a good win against Hull, though, so, they are a hard opponent when they need to be. Then we've got Hull City. Now, looking at those fixtures specifically, in that list, we've got Lincoln on Saturday. We also have Sunderland, Accrington and Hull. Blackpool, then Ipswich, then Portsmouth, then Plymouth, then Crewe, then Northampton, then Oxford again, Gillingham, Peterborough, MK Dons, Charlton, Bristol Rovers, Wigan, Burton, Shrewsbury, Accrington again, Fleetwood again, Rochdale and Peterborough again. So overall, we have a lot of fixtures packed in here. Looking past the Lincoln game, we've got Saturdays, we've got Tuesdays, we've got Tuesday and Saturday weeks as well, not just full normal Saturday weeks. We've got a lot of tight fixture schedule, which means we need a lot of bodies. And the more signings we make, we've got Bostock, we've got Sims, we've got possibly got a third signing and a fourth signing maybe, and when Gomes is fully back, when Coppinger's fully back, when John Jules is fully back, when Sims himself is fully back, we'll have the bodies capable of overcoming those games. And, you've got to look at how many fixtures we've got left. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 games to go. Which is a lot of games, but out of 25, 3 points obviously, you can get a maximum of 75 points from that. I'm going to make a prediction now that I think we can get minimum, I reckon we could get, just thinking about this, I think minimum we could get, maybe, is 60 points. 60 out of 75. That would be a dream. That would be an absolute dream. Because you're going to look at how many points we're on already. And I'm going to have the league table in front of me right now, in fact. And looking at the league table and sort of trying to work out where we could get points. So yeah, we've played 21 games. We've got 25 to go. 75 maximum points. I reckon, looking at that, it'd be nice to get 60 points, get over the 100 mark, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get below that. I won't be surprised if we get below that. Even something as simple as maybe, just thinking about this out loud, maybe something like a 43, something like that, minimum. Would be fantastic, because it means if you take 43 and add it to what we've got already, including those games in hand, that's 85 points. Now, it depends what Lincoln do, because they played less games. They played more games, sorry, and they got less games in hand. So if we get at least 43 points from our next 20, from all the rest of the 25 games left, we could definitely be champions, 110%, and I'd be completely over the moon with that. So if we're in a title race, in my opinion, we're in a title race because we've got the bodies available now to compete with the fixture scheduling. We've got that mentality, we've got the positive form. We can continue that on Saturday against Lincoln. We've got loads of the rest of the league games to go, and then once we're mathematically secured for promotion at least, maybe the title race is still out of our hands, or maybe the title race is still in our hands, or maybe the title race is still to be decided. But as long as we're automatically in the promotion spots, as long as we're mathematically secure, we're at least in the playoff spots, or maybe mathematically even specifically into the automatic spots, then I'll start celebrating a bit more and taking the gas off a little bit. But I'll still be full throttle because I want that title. So I think we're in a title race. Are we going to win it or not? It's 50-50 at this stage, but I think we've got the confidence to do it. So I just wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about why I think we're in a title race, sharing with you the fixture we've got left. Obviously Lincoln's next, and then we've got Oxford. And Oxford have been on a rise, so they're going to be a tough opposition no matter what people say. You look at where they are in the table. They're in 11th place, alright. They've got a couple of games in hand on the teams that have played 25. So take those games in hand. If they win all of them, they're on 43 points. They'll, if we lost all our games up until there, then, they'd be ahead of us. So, Oxford aren't taking this lightly. This is still a very, very tight league. Apart from maybe Burton Albion in the relegation zone, I think any one of them could go up or down. I think anyone could go up, down, middle. So it's a very, very tight league this year. Anyone can go up, anyone could go down, and the final day could be an absolute mayhem. I would like to secure automatic promotion at the very least before the final day, so we're in a bit more of a comfort zone. And I'd love for the title to be in our hands on the final day, if it is a title race on the final day, but I'd love the title to be, in our hands and sort of, the ball's in our court. It's up towards what we do on the final day. So I think this league's going to be a very, very tight one. But I would like to see what we do. So, thank you very much, guys, for watching this DRFC Daily Report, speaking about title race, injury returns, and also the new signings, recapping the overall 2 brand new signings. Hopefully, we've got a 3rd and 4th new signing coming before the end of the window of February 1st. So, thank you very much, guys, for watching the DRFC Daily Report. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And for now, guys, I'm Aaron Chandler for Forever Football, and that, my friends, is full time. And I'll see you guys for the Lincoln preview tomorrow. Rovers till I die. Rovers!